So I started with melting my beeswax in this glass jar over like a water bath. I have a really low temperature, so this takes a pretty long time, but it's worth the wait actually. Then I'm gonna strain away all the particles and so on. That's not gonna, so the beeswax gets pure and nice through just an old piece of fabric actually. It's an old t-shirt that I'm gonna use, but I'm gonna show you once this is melted how I'm gonna do before we can make our own beeswax candles. I'm so excited for this. It feels amazing to have this opportunity, especially when I know that my bees have been working so hard with this. So now the beeswax is fully melted and it's a lot of particles still in there from like leftovers from the bees and so on, and when I crushed and strained the honey. So now I'm just gonna take this old piece of fabric, my old t-shirt, and just strain it through here so we get a better and clear wax going down into this glass jar. As you can see, and the color is just amazing. Can't believe that my bees actually have made this. And when you do this, if you do this, be careful because it's easy to burn yourself doing this. That's why I'm using like the other piece of the t-shirt when I hold this glass jar. Now it's just to wait until all that comes down there, so I can melt it one more time until it's time to make some beeswax candles. Now that beeswax that I melted have been strained through the old piece of fabric, my old t-shirt. So now I'm actually gonna melt this one more time and do the exact same thing just to be sure to get all the particles away. And this time I'm gonna add another pieces of beeswax that I melted some time ago. So, and you can see it's still some particles left there, so that's why I'm gonna melt it one more time. And this time I'm gonna melt it in this jar actually. So I'm just gonna put them down there and then start all over again. Now the beeswax is fully melted one more time. It looks really good. Some particles in there still that we're gonna strain away. And now I'm actually gonna add some scent to this one. Just take a few drops, not a lot at all, just to get like a bit of a orange smell in there. See if I get 3 drops, and then stir around a bit. And then we do the same thing with the fabric, straining. Takes a bit time to make these beeswax candles. I'm sure that I don't have to like do this so many times, the straining part, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So let's see how this goes. Now the beeswax has been strained for a second time, and as you can see, it's a lot of particles still left there in that first jar, and now it's in there. And it's still some particles in that fabric that's been strained away. So now we are gonna do this one more time. No, I'm just kidding. Now we're just gonna melt this down again, and then it's time to actually make those beeswax candles. I'm so excited to see how it's gonna look. And it's a bit of a smell after that scent I added. Just a hint of orange. It smells so good. So now I'm gonna prepare like the candle wicks. I'm gonna use some silicone shapes that I bought some time ago. It's a long time ago to use for baking. And I just have like 2 or 3 left actually, maybe 4. So I have to do this like multiple times, but I'm gonna try this one. And then I just put like the candle wick down in the beeswax that's already melted in there, and put them down in this silicone shapes so they stand up when I'm gonna pour down the beeswax down there. But now I have to melt it some more and maybe cut those candle wicks down some. Now it's finally time. All the beeswax is melted and it looks really good. So I'm gonna start pouring it down here in these silicone shapes. I'm really happy that I got some use of this like baking shapes. Really love the color. I think this can be like a pretty good present actually to give away for Christmas and just to enjoy for myself as well. Hopefully this one wants to stand up. I think I need something to just hold this one up. I'm gonna find that soon. But I'm gonna fix this and then I'm gonna show you guys when this is done. Hopefully it will look pretty good. Now I've removed these silicone shapes and they haven't like fully hardened yet, but I think they look so pretty. I can't believe that my bees have made this beeswax that I'm gonna enjoy to the fullest. I'm gonna light these candles up and just think of the summertime when it's winter. And they are not fully even, but that's okay because they are homemade. So it should show that they are homemade. This was all for my beeswax wax candle experiment, or what you can call it. Some homemade crafting. Maybe I'm gonna think of another shape next time. I figure it out. Have a great week, everyone, and take good care of yourself, and hopefully you try this out someday.